Hello again. So we stopped our video last time working on this rifle because of a problem that the scope mount that go here was not the correct one. So I got a couple other one that they are the correct one, and then I say, okay, if I'm already getting a new one, why don't I get one that is 20 MOA? So then it's giving me a little bit more movement. So this is a 20 MOA sight, and what this thing to do is actually giving you a little bit more elevation for a little bit more distance, especially when you're trying to go and do like a very long distance shooting. It's come actually on those great boxes, so it's actually look like pretty decent quality. And of course you need to torque wrench those. I'm not going to do that. I have a different method to doing this. And let's start again from step that we stopped at last time, and it was for actually checking with the level, how level the rifle is. So let me point this thing up just so I can see it better. And then you can see my ceiling fan. Let's check here. Today the level look a little bit more promising. Let's see, this one is also a little bit off, and this guy is also a little bit off. So in order to fix the offset, we have here the legs of the tripods, and what I need to do is move one of them up or down and see how it's going to affect my rifle. This was a lot. So I'm gonna bring it to where it's good. A little bit more and lock it into place. Let's see. It's almost, but believe it or not, I need to do it again because I was a little bit off. Let's see. This is higher. Okay, so on this one we are perfect. On this one we are kind of okay. On this one we are a little bit off. But when you flip it, it's still kind of, it's weird. Look, there is 3 levels over there, brand name levels, okay, and they're all off. So let's see this one, let's see that one, and let's see this one. Yeah, this is going to the left, those are going to the right. This is more or less centered. Yeah, this one is more or less centered. So this is going to be, I think, pretty close, but we're going to do one more check. So I have a couple other one over here. I have this is a regular one for contractors, and I'm going to check with this as well. And this is actually the most accurate one from all of them, so it's hilarious. Let's check with this. And this spirit level actually showing me that this is actually very good level. And now what we want to do is to check who is the two that are very close together, and I think that this and that are very close. Those two are completely off. Like, look at this, it's unbelievable. They're both levels, they're both going to be the same edge, and they both have the same material, same everything, and they both have different error, one going to the left, one going to the right. It's pretty stupid. How can you trust something like that? And this one is way off. This one is just total junk. Okay, so let's go and start with mounting this. Now, while mounting that, you have to take in consideration one thing: where is the direction of the drop? Because what this thing does is actually, let's see, so you can see, you're gonna see it better this way. What this thing does is giving you like kind of elevation change. So we're gonna see like how to see it, and it tell you here that this is a 20 MOA. Let me see real quick. They did not mark on it front and back, and it's pretty stupid that they did not do that. I believe it's gonna go this way. Let's take all those guys out. So it's supposed to be like kind of hand tight, and then it will fit in, but it's have also those spacers that need to go right here in the Picatinny. I'm gonna try to put it on the first one, but it's don't really want to hold. These need to get open much more than what I did. Let's see. It's almost there. I guess I'm gonna need to use a small tool for this. Okay, now it's go back and forward. I'm gonna push it backward as much as possible. And then we're gonna start closing it. It's funny because this tool, I find it on the street. It's literally like look like one of those IKEA tool. And I saw it on the floor and I said, this will fit perfectly for what I usually do. Now, that being said, right now, I need to consider that how my body gonna be adjust over here in order to see the shooting position. So this is something that will be hard to do when the camera is mounted on me this way. So I would just gonna have to do that and come back. Okay, this is solid, it's not moving anywhere. And now can go back here and pull up our scope. And drop it in. And now we have, it's fit in, no problem at all. We have very good play over here. And it's very smooth. And now what I need to do, I have to check my eye relief over here to see if it's gonna fit or not. It's gonna be a weird picture for you guys because I have the camera on my chest and I was just trying to see like if I can actually see anything. So over there it's fit pretty good, but I'm gonna move it a little bit more forward just to have a little bit better view for myself. Right now I was able to actually play with it backward and forward, but it's not enough what I want. So couple way, let's shut off the air conditioner, should be making too much noise. Okay, couple way to fix this. So now it's set up, I end up moving it a lot forward, and now it's set up for my eye. Now we can put it over here, the levels, but we already noticed that those levels kind of not really accurate as we want them to be. So there's two other ways to do that. There is this set, it's just like creating a triangle. So what you do, you put this and that, and you start sliding them together until it's actually, there it is, until it's square in your target. So it's always going to be in a triangle, getting bigger, 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 and creating a square. So even if we tilt this thing sideways and put this thing straight in, because it's always straight under the scope. The area over there is always straight. And then we're gonna see this is the angle for straight, this is the up. What we're doing, we're just pushing this in, and you see how it's straight the scope by itself, and that's all we need. Now the scope should be just nice and level, but we cannot really trust that, to be honest. So I can pull it out, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the other side and test it from there as well. So I'm gonna go to the other side right here, and I'm gonna slide it there all the way, and then I'm gonna take 45, plug it in and push it, and it's look like it's not going anywhere, so this should just be the right way that it's supposed to be. Okay, and that's it. Whatever left is to close that, and it's done. So let me do this real quick before we actually close in anything. There is another way to do something, and it's actually easier and cooler, and you need a strong flashlight. And you see like there is a kind of a thread on the wall over there. You cannot really see it from this side because the rifle need to be adjusted the other way around. So let's do this real quick. Just gonna get closer, see if you guys can see. There is a thread on the wall over there. So the thread on the wall, the red thread on the wall, will help me adjust this, and I'm gonna show you how. So first of all, I'm gonna put here a level and make sure that this is level, and it's kind of more or less leveled actually. Right now it's more or less level like we wanted it to be. Now we're gonna turn it all the way 180 degrees, and let's see if it's gonna still be level. Boop, it is. Now what you do, taking a light and you shine through here, and then you get your cursor. Now it's really hard to see because there is a lot of light over here, so let me try to shut off the light and see if it's gonna help us. Let's do this real quick. Okay, I'll turn on this, and when you go from here, you can see our cursor on the wall, and what we need to do is make sure that it's going to be 100% actually level. Okay, if we go backward a little bit, it's pretty hard to see. I don't think the camera will catch it at all. See, kind of really hard to see. Okay, and there it is. If you can see it on the wall, it's showing me exactly what I need to see. And that's it. Let's close this bolt and have it ready to go. Okay, so our sight is actually set up, and it's looked pretty accurate. I measured it couple different times in couple different ways. I measured it actually like in 3 ways. First with all the levels, then with a flat square on the bottom, and then I check it with the line on the wall over there. And let's do the line on the wall one more time. Hopefully it's gonna go better this time. Okay, dark for a second guys, don't be scared. Okay, there's the line, there's the scope, and it's in the center. And look at this, 1 second. It's kind of, you have to move the rifle till it's actually on the line and not moving. And then you can see that the line top to bottom is lined with a thread, and I put a very thin thread on the wall so I can actually see every movement, and it's actually perfect right now. So this is as good as it's gonna get. Hopefully you guys can see that in the video, but this is as good as you're gonna get it. Okay, now time to go and shoot. Look at this beautiful monster. This is actually a good special effect for you guys. Okay, let's turn on the light and wrap it up. Okay, so it seems to be the distance gone pretty well. Now there is a couple other items here that it's really necessary to have on your scope. One of them is this. This is the dust cover. I like to put a dust cover for a different reason. It's a kind of a sunshade, but I use it as a dust cover. You have less dust getting into your lens and less possibility of people touching it when you have this thing on. So this is pretty important. And then we have here the rings. These rings, what it does, it's help you actually adjust your distance. And I think that this is kind of a must thing to have right now. So we're gonna put it on. I just need to see what hardware it came with for installation. It looks like it's a small 3 millimeters that I can find here. They give all kind of other stuff over there that you don't really need. Okay, so where this didn't work, you're gonna go and see what is the farthest distance, what is the closest distance. So you're gonna have to tilt this thing backwards. So this is gonna go there, and then this is gonna go right here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna close this. And this is an amazing idea. It's such a simple system that make your life much easier. Because now all I need to do whenever I need to zoom is actually bring this all the way down. Let's see, it's gonna hit. Yeah, I can actually bring it a little bit higher and I will have more control over it. It's too bad that there's no marking actually on the part itself, what will be the optimal thing. I try to set it up as kind of center as possible. It's just gonna work better. Let's see. Wow, this is amazing. It's literally stopped here, and it's kind of, there's a gap there. It's such a tiny gap just to run the tool. So it's pretty good. I can see whatever I need. And there it is. Let me see if where I need to walk so you guys can see the entire rifle. Right there, let's see. There it is. So this thing ready for tomorrow to go to the shooting range. And we're gonna do long distance shooting with it. The point of having something like this is to shoot targets like of 1,000 yards, you know, like 1 mile, even longer than 1 mile. Depend whatever you have available. This is one of the problem with doing this, is like to find places that actually available for those distances. So hopefully you watched the video all the way to the end. Hopefully it was not boring for you. If you have any comments, put it below. Please go and watch any of my other videos because we're getting demonetized by YouTube because of gun content. So what the remedy is, just go open 2 random videos, let them run on your computer or your phone until the end of them, put a like on them, and it's if nothing ever happened. See you. This is Eric, Redjet 505, showing you my new beautiful M99 Barrett 416 with my Vortex Striking Eagle, and now it's ready to play. Bye. Hey, it's not unsafe. Did you know that? It cannot move anywhere. There's no bullet in it. Single shot. Bye.